Hey everyone, it's Dragon Zero, and I'm here again. We're gonna be doing something different. So basically, a few days ago, I went to go see the Joker movie, which is pretty good. So there's my review of it. So basically, in the movie, feels weird. I'll just keep it like this. Basically, in the movie, there's a guy named Arthur Fletcher, who's basically, he lived with his mother, who he has to take care of her and whatnot, and his main occupation is a clown, and that's how he gets the money to go by, and basically we see him going to therapy, and we also see him doing pills and stuff, because they got him fucking addicted onto that shit. And basically you get to see his character going from a somewhat weak character to a more even weaker before he becomes I'm sick of society, I'm sick of everything. And basically he works at the clown job until he brings in a gun into the children's hospital. And basically, he tried to play it off as a prop, but they're like, you can't do that fucking shit. And basically, he ends up losing his shit. And on the way home to his thing in the subway, he basically killed 3 businessmen of the Wayne Corporation. Cause the Wayne, Bruce Wayne and whatnot, they appear in here. And basically, after that, these riots start to happen, and he's over that time he starts to dive into more, and there's a small subplot with his a neighbor or something. She has a daughter, and I think he's he thinks he's seeing her as a date, but it's really not, and she's I think they never really did say. It was kind of weird with that, but basically after that he has this obsession with this TV show host, who's played by Robert De Niro, and basically he and his mom watch it every night, and basically he tries to tell some jokes on it, he pretends to mention he wants to be on the show and whatnot, which is pretty cool, but basically he then goes to try to do some stand-up, and one of the videos he does actually ends up getting really popular by the comedian, because he showed it on the show, because I think he had appeared on the show beforehand, unless it's another fucking image in his mind where he basically talks about his mom. But basically halfway through the show, the movie, he learned that his mom actually had an affair with Thomas Wayne, aka Bruce Wayne's dad. And basically, he was trying to get in hold of him, but basically, Alfred, when he went to the Bruce Manor, or the Wayne Manor, he wouldn't let him go in. He'd try to kill him there, and he's saying, oh, Penny Fletcher, his mom, basically had an affair with him, and that she was locked up in the mental institution, which is how he got his mental illness. So basically, both of them are schizo and shit. So basically, he tries to break down and try to get a hold of his dad and tries to have a relationship with him, but obviously that didn't work out, and basically he tried to confront him, but he gets slapped down by Thomas at a movie theater. I think they were showing some Charlie Chaplin thing, and basically after that Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, Arthur, he starts going and crazy and whatnot, and near the end of the movie he gets invited onto the TV show, before that, 2 of his former co-workers, one of them who was the one who gave him the gun to kill the 3 businessmen, they show up and basically I don't remember seeing that big fat guy. There's a fat guy and a midget. The fat guy, I don't know what he did. I didn't really hear him that well, and it didn't seem like he did anything to him unless I misheard or some shit. But basically, Arthur's character, Joaquin's character, Arthur, ends up killing the fat guy stabbing him a couple of times, and it's pretty brutal and kind of scary, like very disturbing. Cause like while after the thing hit, Joaquin has like white makeup on his face and shit, and like there's blood, and it's like a fucking horror movie, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. I'm like, ugh. And then like basically he let the midget go, and like that midget's gonna be fucking scarred for fucking life. But like basically he lets him go because he treated him nicely and whatnot. And after that the king he goes onto the show. He he tried to do a few jokes, but then he starts going into his maniacal laugh, and like basically he then basically just start talking to him about how the society kicks him down and shit, and treats them like absolute garbage. And like then after that, like he ends up bringing a gun on the show once he starts admitting to Robert De Niro's character, the late night show host, that he killed those guys, and like De Niro's character started confronting him and whatnot, saying, "Oh, you're a piece of scum" and whatnot. And then like, you know what? And like Joaquin was like, you know what? Fuck this. Bam, bam. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh yeah. Like I got that feeling in my fucking stomach where I almost felt like I was gonna puke. It was really fucking disturbing for me. It's like, you know, I've seen videos of people getting killed before. It's just, you know, it kind of looked real though, to be honest with you, even though I knew it was fake and CGI and whatnot, especially after the shot. And like, it was just, him on the TV show was just being really fucking weird. And like, basically after that, he gets arrested. But like, since after the Wayne killing, there's been like uprisings against Thomas Wayne, by these clown people, because they didn't know who it was until after. And like basically after that, after when he's in the truck car, the cop car, basically an ambulance ends up ramming him, and he ends up escaping. And like basically he gets out, and like he's brought back to life, I think. And like he's kind of raised to the hero, and then he gets the blood in his mouth from the car accident and starts making it smile and whatnot, and it's really fucking disturbing. But then like during those riots, we see Thomas and Martha Wayne and Bruce walk out into the alleyway, and they redo they do the scene where he becomes Batman, pretty much, where the robber kills Martha and Bruce. Which is, of course, we already know what happened. So, and like basically, during one of the thing they were showing the clown riots or something. Basically, they showed a guy dressed up as Heath Ledger's Joker, which is really fucking cool. I'm kind of happy they paid tribute to him, because like that guy really did pay into his fucking role, but like, he did method acting a little bit too much, where to the point it ended up killing him. But like, basically, Joaquin's character in this movie is like really fucking cool. It's like, it's very, very interesting. It's like a good movie, like, but it's one of those types of movies that once you watch it, you're like, okay, I get it. I would not want to rewatch this again. You know what I mean? So. And the thing about the incels, or something, them talking about that shit, it was just, I didn't really hear them talk about it. It was more like, you know, this is what happens when you fuck with people. You end up causing something like that. And that's just, like, the type of thing to do. But, like, basically, after that, I'm trying to remember what else. Like, we do, like, see the characters. I do hope they maybe, in the new Batman movie with Robert Pattinson, maybe they give tribute to this movie, maybe have it be related, but if not, it's like, you know, because they were trying to revive the Batman again, because Ben Affleck's Batman failed miserably. But, you know, so basically, they're just trying to get this shit done. And, like, the Joker's character is like, he becomes evil over time, and that's like an interesting thing to see. It's kind of like Anakin Skywalker into Vader, or like Darth Vader or something. Like, you're eventually good, but then shit starts kicking you in the balls, and basically like you just start losing your shit. And it's pretty interesting, but you know, I'm trying to see what other hints I saw. I did not see any other characters besides but I didn't see anybody that would have struck in mind. So it's like, you know, no DC references to like other heroes except Gotham and whatnot, which is New York. And like, overall, I give this movie a 9.5 out of 10. It's a good movie. I do recommend seeing it, like, but I wouldn't like binge watch it. You know what I mean? It's just one of those films where you'd be like, okay. So, yeah.